The biggest night in the British movie business, broadcast on the BBC with a 2-hour delay. Time enough, in theory, for the broadcaster to edit out any offensive language.
Good evening and welcome to the BAFTA Film Awards 2026.
And while some cuts were made, not this. When the stars of Sinners, Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo, came on stage to present the night's first award, the N-word, which we have beeped, was shouted out.
Presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making. We're here to...
Visibly shocked, they were praised for carrying on. Lindo later telling Vanity Fair he wished someone from BAFTA had spoken to them afterwards. The slur was shouted by John Davidson, seen here on the right, a campaigner who has Tourette's. It's a condition characterised by sudden and involuntary tics, which can include socially unacceptable words and swearing.
Hello, hello.
He was at the BAFTAs after his life story inspired the film I Swear.
I was blown away. I did not imagine anybody could pretend to have Tourette's as an actor.
Robert Aramayo from I Swear.
It led to a dramatic and surprise win for its star, Robert Aramayo, for Best Actor, who appealed for understanding about the condition.
Tonight, especially, I just want to say that for people living with Tourette's, it's us around them that help define what their experience is. So, to quote the film, they need support and understanding. Thank you so much for this. It means the world to me. I can't believe that.
But whilst there has been much support and understanding for John Davidson, many still have questions for the BBC.
We understand that it's involuntary, and actually this is a great learning moment for the Tourette's community and learning more about what they go through. But like I said, two things can be true at the same time. We can still be offended by what happened, and we can still feel unprotected if you don't do anything to censor it.
So you feel the BBC was too slow to react because the programme wasn't edited and it stayed on the iPlayer for some 12 or so hours?
If it was another slur, if it was a slur against another community, would that have been edited out? If it was a swear word that he had shouted out, would that have been edited out? I think it would have.
In fact, other remarks were edited out from the BAFTAs. When filmmakers Wale Davis and Akinola Davis Jr. won the award for Outstanding British Debut, these words about Palestine were cut from the broadcast.
For Nigeria, for London, the Congo, Sudan, free Palestine, thank you.
The BBC didn't respond to our specific questions but gave us this statement. Some viewers may have heard strong and offensive language during the BAFTA Film Awards. This arose from involuntary verbal tics associated with Tourette syndrome. And as explained during the ceremony, it wasn't intentional. We apologise that this wasn't edited out prior to broadcast, and it will now be removed from the version on BBC iPlayer. John Davidson said this evening, "I've spent my life trying to support and empower the Tourette's community. I'm deeply mortified if anyone considers my involuntary tics to be intentional."